Well then, this is what I like to see when I come back from being AFK. Hi guys, how many of you are here? And where the hell are you coming from? Burn, burn, burn. Ow, no! Oh, jerks. Oh. Yeah, well. Welcome everybody, this is Crump3txxix here, and welcome back to another episode of my LP series. So anyways, today we've got quite a few projects on hand, and I've kind of written some of them down just to remind myself. There's more that I need to do than just this, but there's no priority list, but what I have to do so far, my iron farm, I gotta finish that. I gotta keep decorating, because that's always a priority. I need to make an experience grinder, and we've got some headway on that, which I'll talk about in a little while. Let's see, we need to expand my sugarcane farm. We got more slime balls for that. So we need to make a storage system, because this is not working. And we need to make a slime farm, because, you know, the slime balls are very important. So, I've already started on doing a little bit of work on pretty much all of these, except for the storage system, I guess. So let's go take a look at that. The first thing, let's go take a look at what I've done so far for a slime farm. So, coming down into here, since the last episode, I just added a couple lights, and I don't know if this should be a bench or a table, and I should put some flowers or something on here, but I like how it looks, and I like the positioning in here, so I'm going to leave that. I just want to put something on top of it, maybe, if it's going to be a table. Let's see, I can't tell if that's ready. I wish I could tell if it was ready. No. Alright, anyways, distractions, blah blah. Alright, so back in here, I found a slime chunk. Actually, I found more than one slime chunk, but I started digging out this, hi slime. Oh shit. So I started digging out this area. This area right here is a slime chunk that I've dug out, and this area right next to me, as you can also see, is a slime. There's slime balls already on the ground. They're already dying. So I guess the slimes are killing themselves somehow. So, anyways, so this area right in here is as well is a slime chunk. And I don't see why the slimes are spawning more often in here than in the slime chunk that I've cleared out so far. But, so I got, not only do I have two adjacent slime chunks right next to each other, these two right here, but this chunk right here too, where this wall ends right in front of me, is also a slime chunk. So I have a L-shaped slime chunk. So, well, three slime chunks in an L shape right next to each other. And I don't think I'm going to use this third one right here. I think I'm going to flood this area or slab it up or something and make a double-sized slime farm out of these two chunks right here. And I've already come up with a design. It's a modified version of the design that Doc M used in the Minecraft server, the slime farm that he kind of recently built. So I've modified that to make it fit into two whole chunks. So that's pretty nice. It's going to take a lot of redstone, but that's only, the only redstone that it really needs is the off switch to send water down all the platforms, so if I want to have another mob farm running, I could do that. But I don't have another mob farm running, so I don't need to actually worry about that right now. So I can go ahead and cut out that area as well, and just set the entire thing up and worry about the redstone later. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to be working on that. So let's take a look at what I've done somewhere else. I guess the next thing we can do is go take a look at everything that I've done over at the iron farm. So I'm going to head down this long pathway, and I'll see you at the iron farm in just a second. Alrighty, we are here, so let's hop on up to the top. Oh, and I just remembered, I finally, hold on, let's, statistics, finally had my first death. Player kills, no, number of deaths, 1, yeah, there it is. Alright, yeah, so I finally had my first death. Oh no, I don't have enough blocks to make it up here. No, I'm one short. I'll just, oh, I have a dirt block. Perfect. Alright, so, as you can see, well, ignore that. I've gotten most of the stone put in already. I've got all the doors in place already, finally. I've got most of the floor and everything done in here. I gotta bring more wood in here. I've been trying to take out all the clay from underneath it, replace it with cobble, and put the floors in. So I've been working on that. As you see, my pickaxe is almost broken, but my last trip over here, I ran out of stone. While I'm here, I should probably take some stuff back. Yeah, I got all this clay. I don't have anywhere to put any of this stuff. That's why I really need a storage system. Okay, my inventory's full. Let's see, what should I leave here? Brownstone claim. Okay, so yeah, so I got a lot of this put in, and it's getting pretty ready to start transporting villagers over here. So that's kind of awesome. I gotta finish up, I gotta dig out this entire, like, outer ring on this all the way up to the surface. And that's actually how I died the first time. I dug all the way up to the surface, and I was digging line to line, back and forth, and I accidentally took a little bit of a dive down one of these holes and kind of fell. So I was doomed to a falling death, sadly. That was my first death. So yeah, we're getting pretty close to being ready to bring all the villagers into here, which is pretty awesome. And then after I get all the villagers into here, which is why I've been saving up my slime balls, so I can make cells for every single one of them, keep them trapped and safe from mob spawns and everything like that. And just to have them nice and organized, I can put signs up on the cells to tell which trades are good for which guy, so that's always nice. Why do I... Screw... Leave me. Leave dirt. Get away. So yeah, so I'll have cells set up, and I need 2 sticky pistons for every single cell, so I've been kind of saving the slime balls. And so I can get guys on the corners first and then let the other guys roam around and breed for a little bit. But I gotta have all the doors registered, so I definitely need to at least put in, at the bare minimum, 4 cells. So, alright, so let's head back over to the other side, and I'll show you some of the progress that I made on another one of the aspects. I think I'll show you the experience farm progress, so I'll be back in just a second again. Alright, so we're back. We're nearly at the end of the tunnel, and this is one of the first things I found. I found, I'm pretty sure I'm on the upwards of 5 spawners so far. The first one is just right down here, and this is the closest one to my base, and also attached into my base, and I'm probably going to end up using this one for now. But what we have here is, why haven't I taken that? Oh, I don't have inventory space. This one's technically the closest one to my base, which is pretty nice. And I know I've seen diamonds around here. There's just somewhere close by there's diamonds, and I forgot where they are. But I'll ignore that for now and go back up right now. For now, at least, and go find those diamonds later. The heck was that noise? Sounded like a silverfish. So yeah, so this is the closest spawner to my base, and I've already built a little bit of a pathway down into it. I think I'm gonna have my, let's see, I'll probably have the room for it. I gotta figure out how close I am. I gotta figure out some distances, maybe move around these staircases and change up these rooms a little bit. But so I think my room's gonna be kind of right up in here, but I have a couple other decisions I need to make, and zombies are going to be one of the good mobs to farm because I can trade the flesh to the priest and just get emeralds for free from trading rotten flesh. Excuse me, I have to burp. Alright, sorry about that. But anyways, in the other case, I've also found at least 2 more spawners, at least 3 more spawners if we're not including cave spider spawners. And in the case of cave spider spawners, I have found way too many. But yeah, so just over, if you can see that cobblestone pit, I'll just walk over there. I can kind of see it. It was where my cursor was, just right back here over this hill. there's 2 more spawners. They're not close enough to be a double spawner, and even if they were, they're not the right type of spawners, but right where that pillar is, right over there, there is a skeleton spawner and a spider spawner. And now, spider spawners I hate with a passion for, well, in terms of experience grinding. I can use them for string farms, but in terms of experience farming, they are just the worst. I hate them. They just always clog up. Like even the best designs that I've ever used, like my own or other people's designs, I've never got them to work properly, so I just hate the damn things. Oh man, my storage is so bad. So yeah, so I don't like spider spawners at all. But if you can make just a regular type of trap, it's not anything special. It's just I don't know, however many block drop to the bottom that it takes to kill them, but just drop them down onto a floor of hoppers or something, and that'll just you can collect string from that. But and then I don't know, I'd have to go stand by it AFK for that to really work, and I already have an infinity bow, so I don't really need arrows, and so I'm kind of wondering about the usefulness of actually using either one of those 2 grinders versus this very easily accessible zombie one that's just right down that hallway. So I think I'm going to just stick with the zombie one, and in order to get the string and the bone meal and all the stuff that I need, I'm just going to build a regular type of mob farm that can just kind of grind all the types of mobs, which we'll do in a later episode. I still got a lot of caving and stuff that I need to do beforehand, and I want to work on the slime farm and the iron farm, because I'm going to need both of those to be complete before I can build a mob farm. So anyways, so yeah, so that's the iron farm decorations. Not gonna worry about this episode. Expanding the sugarcane and looting system for the sugarcane I can't do right now. I need ice for that. Storage system, not going to worry about, and slime farm. So alright, yeah, so we've got about everything covered. So what I've done so far, I've been more along the lines of AFK in here, smelting up stone and trying to work on that iron farm, since I know I mentioned this last episode, I still have yet to make a second furnace. Why have I yet to make a second furnace? I will never know. It feels kind of dumb to me, to be quite honest with you. I've been running off of 1 furnace this entire time. I'm pretty sure while I've been caving, I've actually made more furnaces than I have up here, just to smelt some stuff into block, or smelt some stuff and make it into blocks so I can continue caving with inventory space. So there's probably more furnaces in my caves than there is in here. Well, there definitely is, actually. So, let's see. I think we're going to keep working on the iron farm this episode, because that's one of the main priorities. But since we're going to have to be waiting on some stone to smelt, I'm going to continue carving out the slime farm for a little while and start setting that up. So I'll be back in a little while once I make some progress on either project. Alright guys, I am back here with a little bit of a progress update as I keep placing these slabs. I've dug out a lot more of where I'm doing the slime farm, and I'll show you that. Let's just take a look at that right now. So yeah, I finished digging out that hole, well, the first chunk, and I've gotten about halfway through digging out the second chunk, and there's little bits that I have to shave off the side, but in total I'm actually pretty close to being done with digging out the area, so that's pretty awesome. Excuse me, got a lot of phlegm caught in my throat. But yeah, so as you can see here, I'm just about done placing all the slabs. I've got the roof, I've got everything in here taken care of, I've placed all the doors, gotten all this taken care of. I still need to chop that area out, and I still need to, well, cut pretty much a line around the outside. I died doing it last time, which is why I stopped doing it, but yeah, so I gotta pretty much finish doing that, and then I should be pretty much ready to bring the villagers over into here, which is going to be a chore on its own. But what I'm thinking, I don't remember exactly which side I came in at. I guess it's that wall right there. I gotta make some sort of stairway up here so I don't have to enter through the hole that the golems are gonna fall through. So I also gotta dig out and make a staircase up here, and I guess make a rail cart lane up here as well, because you gotta get those villagers up. So I still got a bit more work to do down here. Once I finish getting the floor down, I think I'm gonna head back down over to the base, and looks like I missed some stone here. Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna head down, back down to the base, grab some materials for sticky pistons, and start setting up some cells. Like, there's still some more work I gotta do in here, but it's pretty much up to the point where I can start bringing the villagers up here, which is what I wanted. Let's see if I can hit that. Perfect. Alright, yeah, sorry, I have OCD when it comes to things like that. So, yeah, I'm pretty much done in here for, well, until the point where I can bring the villagers up, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna get that done pretty soon. Like I said, I gotta carve out, gotta carve out that doorway and kind of just get the cells and everything kind of fitted in here, so I can keep all the doors registered, and then I'll let the rest of the guys roam around and start breeding, because there's gonna be a lot of villagers in here. I got 2 rows of doors, and that, crap, I always do stuff like that, and I don't have my axe with me. But yeah, so, where was I going with this? Cells, doors being registered, blah blah blah, villagers, yes. So, I'm gonna head back down to the base here pretty soon, and come back here with sticky pistons, start carving out the staircase, and maybe start setting up some rails, and get those villagers in that prison chamber back out of there and bring them over here, because they really aren't doing much just sitting in my base like that. So, like I said, a little bit more work to do, but the iron farm hopefully will be done by the end of the episode. I mean, probably not the slime farm. I might go back. Ooh, wow, I had the perfect amount of slabs right there. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, like, okay, that's right. So yeah, I gotta finish off these walls, build myself a little staircase to get back down to my path so I don't have to keep pillaring up to get up here, and finish carving out that area. So not too much more work to do in here. I can get the villagers in here pretty much now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that. First I wanna, that's the center. So that's the center right here. So I'm marking out the center, just kind of doing prep work for bringing these villagers back in here. So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna keep on working in here a little bit, and I'll come back to you either with some progress update on the slime farm, or when I get the villagers put in here. So I'll see you guys pretty soon. Hey everybody, we are back here again, and I've made a bit of progress. I don't remember where I left off last time, but I stopped digging that big hole, and I started taking more time to work out over here on the iron farm, which is actually pretty much done now. So what I need first, I got these double chests. This is just going to be the start of the farm, but we're going to set this up real fast. I already have enough villagers in there, I think, to start producing. If not, it should be real soon. But yeah, I've been sending my villagers down. Actually, right before I started recording, one of my guys came flying right back at me. I don't know what he was doing. He decided he didn't want to stay over here. But, so let me just put these signs on and get this lava put in real quickly, and then we'll go up and check out what we've done with the villagers. So we need that, let's break that. Okay, and perfect. I don't think, I'll get more glass later. I'm surprised I even had that with me, to be quite honest with you. I don't know why I had glass with me. Probably when I broke the prison chamber. There's one more piece up here. I've been using them as a one-way entrance for these guys. So yeah, I sent 2 of these guys down in here. Only one stayed. So let's knock you out. He'll fix himself eventually. That needs to be closed. Probably close that off too. I'll fix that up later with stone brick. But as you see, I got one guy in the center section of every single side. So one guy here, that was the first guy I brought in, was my librarian, and one in there. And now I got a couple free roamers, which is good, which is exactly what I want actually. But I gotta get these guys. I gotta start trading with them, and I don't have my emeralds with me. But that shouldn't be a problem. I need to trade with that guy soon, and I'll bring some bread over here as well. And I gotta go. I guess now there's 2 more villagers still back at my base, which I'm gonna go. I gotta send them back over here. Every single time I send more than one of them seems to want to bounce back. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's kind of annoying. So anyways, I'm gonna head back to the base. I'm gonna get the last 2 guys back into the villager farm off camera, and I'm gonna keep digging out the slimy hole, and we'll see. I might get the first layer of the farm done, and then we'll come back with a little bit of progress update, and I'll kind of explain how I'm going to extend the farm to make it into 2 chunks, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have probably seen Doc M's slime farm that he built pretty recently on Minecraft. Just that, but it's extended into 2 chunks. So I'll show you how I do that in just a little while. So anyways, I'm going to send these 2 villagers back and finish digging out that hole, and I'll see you guys here shortly. Hey guys, so been working down here for a while. It's actually the next morning from when I was last recording, but I finished digging out the entire hole. I've marked out the 2 center points of where I'm gonna put the farm, and it's kind of hard to see down here, so let's jump up here so we can get rid of those damn particles. Alright, so yeah, you see I've dug out these entire 2 chunks. Hey, where did you come from? But yeah, so I probably gotta light more stuff up. This this farm is gonna be a little bit not too productive until I continue caving a little bit. So I'm gonna set up the floors, since that's gonna be easy. I'm not gonna set off the twist switches with the dispensers of water to stop the slimes from spawning, but I'm gonna continue. I'm just gonna start setting up the farm. I'm gonna stop recording here in just a second, set up the first layer, and show you what this is, and then I'm just going to wrap up the episode and kind of finish building up all the layers later on, and I'll show you the progress that I made next episode. So let me continue on this. I'll build up this first layer, and I'll kind of explain what I'm doing, and we'll wrap up the episode. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, I am finally finished carving out all the walls and setting this up. I had to actually dig out 3 more on that wall and 1 more on the sides. So, and that's not even it. I'm gonna have to dig out 3 more on that side, 3 more on this side as well, and then I'm gonna have to fill back in some of this area, and this has just been so much work, but I can't believe I carved out 2 entire chunks, so that's pretty crazy. I'm going to have to slab up this area up here, because this area right here is another slime chunk, so I'm going to have to slab up everything that's outside of the farm, and just kind of get the water streams ready and everything, but first let's pick this up. I don't have an axe on me, sorry. So, alright, let's take a little bit of a higher up look from here. Okay, so this is the basic shape. What Doc has on his farm, his comes out like a diamond right here, kind of ends and then comes over. I move mine, the chunk starts over there and it ends like maybe 3 blocks away from the edge, and that's because on the far side over there, it's an L-shaped chunk, so half of these are still in a chunk, just this bit over here is not. So that gives me a little bit of an additional space for spawning. And then that entire back area, that entire flat spot is in an entire spawn chunk instead of having the edges of it cut off. So that's always pretty nice. So I try to maximize the amount of spawn chunk space. Down where these cobble are, where this entire line's going to be, this is going to be dug down 1 lower, and there's going to be a row of glowstone going up on every single one, and there's going to be dispensers lining the entire sides of them. So there's going to be lots of dispensers, and lots of sticky pistons using powering redstone blocks to use it. So this is going to be a really expensive farm, and I'm not too worried about, like I said, I'm not too worried about making the off switch with the dispensers in the water just yet, because I don't really have another farm that I need to worry about turning this off for. Although I do plan on making a mob farm here in the near future, so I'm going to have to do it, but I'm going to have to start villager trading to get all the redstone and the glowstone that I'm going to need for this farm, because it's going to be a lot. And the sticky pistons as well. Every single row is going to be from cobble to cobble, is going to have a line of sticky pistons for every single level, going all the way to the top. So anyways, what I'm going to do after I wrap up the episode is I'm going to fill in the corners and try to fill out the farm, finish digging these walls out because I have to dig these back even more, so, and it's just been taking such a long time to do all of that. Actually, I'm pretty sure from the time I started recording, I'm pretty sure it's been over a day since the time I started recording, because I've been digging all this crap out and working on the villager farm. And actually the villager farm, it's starting to produce iron now. I left it on for a little while, but my computer crashed throughout the night, but I came back to it. I was over at this part of my base, and there was iron in the golem trap when I got back over to it to check it, so that was always nice. That means it's working. I've gotten a bit more villagers and everything, so I can start doing all the trading and everything that I'm going to need to do. So that means I'm also going to have to expand the sugarcane farm. So, I mean, I just got so much work to do around this base, it's kind of getting ridiculous. And I have no idea what to do with all of this stone. I mean, I have so much cobblestone. Oh, man. It's not there. There's more in here, and there's more in here. I mean, there's just cobblestone everywhere. And then gravel, and not gravel, granite, andesite, diorite. I mean, I have so much of the stuff. And got a little bit of diamonds out of it too. I lost my fortune pick one of the times I fell and died. I've died 3 times within trying to do work on this episode, which is kind of crappy because I hadn't died up until this episode. So, kind of upset about that. All that digging and falling through holes is what killed me. And I got this entire space back that I can reuse for something else. So, I mean, I got so much stuff to do. So I'm going to try to plan this out. I'm going to keep on working on the slime farm off camera and just kind of get some stuff done to show you by the next episode. So anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and this has been Crump3txxix. I'm out of here. See you later, guys.